Welcome back if you've been to the channel before. Today we're going to talk briefly about 7 ways to get more reviews for your Google My Business page, brought to you by Create Content for Me. So if you've ever been out, especially on your mobile phone, and you're looking for a nearby business, you're going to use Google Maps, and Google Maps is heavily tied into um, local search and Google listing results. And that can make or break a potential customer's decision based on the reviews that someone has left or even the listing quality that they see. And again, just a statistic to reinforce that point, 95% of customers who read reviews will go on to make a purchase of some kind. Why do Google My Business reviews matter? Well, because they do provide immediate information and feedback to potential customers. And customers still trust online reviews as much as personal recommendations. We're becoming more educated as consumers, and we know that if someone has all 5-star reviews and without any somewhat negative reviews, we're still savvy and know that the likelihood of a good experience is based on the review score. And someone who's actually written a review, as opposed to just putting the number of stars in, has recently used a business, and that can be objective about their experience. When you saw a bad review on Amazon, what was pretty much the gist of it? For example, someone said, I ordered this product from the seller and it did not work. That means that the buyer was not happy and may have been shocked to see that 99% positive ratings were already on that site. If a potential customer can see a review and think, hey, they have no right to judge me and my purchase experience, then they're more likely to avoid that business in the future. 93% of customers will read reviews of local business to determine its qualities. So, some ways that you can actually um, get more reviews from your customers is to send an email out. So, if you create an email list um, from your customer base, you can just send out an email. Go to your Google My Business dashboard, and there is actually a review request button. And you can fill out the form with the business info and description of why you want a review. And then you can also add some kind of icon or button or badge to that to link directly for the customer to leave a review. Again, we're savvy. We know that not every company is going to have 100%, 1,000 5-star reviews. In fact, Google is somewhat skeptical and may actually rank another site higher that has a 4.7 or 8 or 9 as opposed to 5-star reviews over someone that has all 5-star reviews. So when someone sees a product or business with 5-star reviews, then the likelihood of a purchase will increase by 270%. Again, another reason why getting reviews is important. When you send that email out, that will also show up in your Google My Business search results. If you keep the message short, the request short and authentic, and provide a short link to your Google My Business listing, you can save customers time and make it easy for them to leave feedback. Look for things that your business does in a positive light in your feedback responses. For example, if someone is unhappy with a car wash location and there's nothing really wrong other than the distance that someone has to travel to get to it, why should Google show that negative review in the first place? It's something that is beyond your control. A customer can then go to another car wash, in this case, that's closer. They just decided to write a negative comment because they didn't want to drive so far. On your website, create an icon, button, landing page that again links to your Google My Business page, making it super easy for the customer to go directly to where they can leave a link. Try and personalize the message as much as possible. Many businesses have an informal and a formal process for requesting reviews. In the subject line of your email, you can write some examples here, such as review me. Would you be willing to give us a review via Google My Business? That's something a little bit more formal as opposed to an informal review me. But again, the subject line quality will determine the probability and possibility that someone will open and read the rest of the email. The last thing you want to do is leave your reputation to chance. With so many opportunities for consumers to leave reviews on your profile page, make sure you take the time to check out the comments frequently. As a small business owner or medium-sized business owner, you may not have time every day, but put it on your calendar to check your comments at least weekly, if not 3 times a week, and respond accordingly. I don't think consumers are expecting an immediate response within minutes, although we live in this generation where the expectation for response is a very short window. But also remember that when you do respond to someone's review, they get notified through their notification system, whether it be email or text, that you've responded. And again, it'll be a chance to keep front of mind with the customer who maybe a day or two after they've left a review has forgotten about your business. Another missed opportunity that I find is that on someone's paper receipt that they get immediately after a purchase, you can actually put a QR code, and you can see here at the point of sale, a request. And the QR code, if you're not sure what that is, that will actually link to a website. So when someone takes their camera out or their phone out and uses the camera option, it will detect that it's a QR code, give you the option to go to that link, and immediately you can start to fill out a very short review. One of my biggest pet peeves is going to a fast food restaurant, especially, and their cashiers are actively asked to ask for reviews, but they don't have a QR code. There's a lot of friction. You have to physically look at a long website URL, and many times I've been motivated to want to reward that employee or give positive feedback to that employee, but the friction of having to type in an URL or even just something that isn't automatic that takes me to that review link has deterred me from then leaving it, which is a shame. But again, I think it's on the burden on the business to make it as easy as possible for your customers. And I think in this case, a QR code on a paper receipt or on a placard or a stand-up next to the cash register will enhance your possibility of getting reviews. So in conclusion, local search engines, especially on mobile, and we're talking Google Maps here, they're changing how people interact with the world. And when they see your profile reviews for your business, they can decide to spend their time and money with you or not. And of course, reviews are a huge part of that, in the social proof. Remember, we're still hardwired as animals and want to make tribal decisions that for our survival, I mean, in this case, we may be talking about getting lunch in a modern world, but we are still going to base decisions based on the experience of others if we have no experience ourselves. So keep that in mind, that we're still hardwired to be survival animals, and reading other people's reviews will help steer that decision-making process for our long-term enjoyment and survival. If you do want to learn more about create content from me, you can see we have a website, a YouTube channel, Instagram, Facebook page. Please subscribe if you want to learn golden nuggets of information and share with others. Thank you.